tonight's subject is going to be about how to see a way when there is not a way. So when we're looking for a route, when we're looking for a path, we have to remember to continue, to focus, to actually put in the time and put in the effort and put in the ability. The amazing part is that when you're going through challenges, when things are working against you, what is it that you put your time, your effort, and your ability into? And a lot of the times when we are facing off against things, that's the thing that truly sets somebody aside who's determined. The ability to sit down and to focus, to put your mind into a place where it doesn't matter what's going on around you. It's what's going on in your internal dialogue, your internal mentality, the ability within to continue even when other people would just give up. And how do you start to find that place? How do you start to create that space where the results become the reflection? And so that's what we are here to talk about today, is how to make that become possible. See, a lot of times there have been people throughout time who have been told that this person or that person did something that was called impossible. Okay? When we are opening up our mind to the point where we can go beyond those places, sometimes we have to shut the things down around us. We have to bury ourselves in a place where our mind can open up. Our mind can become expanded, and we can ultimately achieve our dreams. And a lot of the times when we're trying to achieve that, when we're trying to open that up, the mental blocks that are going on around us are the reasons why sometimes we have to shut off the world and turn inwards. When you're told that, hey, you might have been able to do things for a certain period of time, you got to look inside of yourself for the strength. You got to look inside of yourself for the ability. And what does that mean? What does it truly mean to look inside? Today, for example, I put myself into my work. I put myself, my mind, to complete use, the ability for the vibration to ultimately happen. And within the last 5 minutes or 10 of the day, by not giving up, we still achieved what we set out to do. So a lot of times we have to pick our map. We have to pick our bearing. We have to pick the way in which our direction is headed. Your mindset is a great tool that you can utilize on a daily basis to overcome challenges. But it's what you believe about yourself. It's what you look inside of who you are and how you vibrate. What your mind can see, you can achieve. And ultimately, Andrew Carnegie understood this quote. And so it's been keep on coming up in my mind lately that we can achieve what we see. And so how can we start to do that? How can we start to master our mind? How can we start to master the ability of our complete connection, our complete vibration? And I'm here today to speak about that place of discipline, that place where when other people say it's not possible, you start to make it possible, to where the word impossible starts to just be a word. See, we speak our mind. We vibrate outwards with our internal being. We achieve the things that we're looking to achieve when we put our mind to work. Okay, when we put our ability within to a place where others might not be able to go. And it's quite amazing when we're looking within for the answers. Okay, it reminds me of a time when I started to recognize that everything that we have within ourselves already exists, that the only thing that are attracting to who we are is from within originally. The origin within our mind, the origin within our being is that we can achieve our dreams. We can achieve our goals. We can make things possible when we put our mind to use. And so how can we find ways to open up the mind? What are some of the ways that you might open your mind? What are some of the ways that you might start to use the tools, the gifts, the abilities that you have inside of yourself in such a way that your knowledge starts to express itself, right? Because ultimately expressing the knowledge inside of yourself is how you truly start to open up. It's how you truly start to express. That's how you truly start to grow. And that growth within who we are is that place within. It's that place where you become the reflection, where you become that part of your journey. And how do you start to get there? What does it truly take for you to achieve that kind of mentality? You know, a lot of things that we go through on a constant basis is what we're made of, what our mind can truly open up. Can you see past the writer's block? Can you see past the things in the road that might not be able to stop you, but to help you to grow, to help you to use your mind, your being, your vibration in such a way that you have the ability to open up to where the knowledge within starts to express itself. See, challenges are not meant to hold you back. They're actually meant to help you to grow. They're there to help you to expand your being, to expand your vibration. And your vibration is very important, your mental dialogue of what you believe about yourself, what you believe about your abilities within who you are, and how you utilize your mind, right? And when you're utilizing your mind, when you're utilizing your vibration, you know, what kinds of things can you achieve? What kinds of things can you overcome? See, that's why a lot of people ask me, what is meditation? And I say it's no other than self-study. It's the ability to sit inside and to continue to vibrate in such a way that the mind opens up. Yeah? When we're told, I don't know if that is possible, okay? You have to joke with yourself for a moment and say, I know myself greater than this, which is challenging my mind, right? If you can see it, you can achieve it. And that was one of the greatest quotes. That was the mantra of Andrew Carnegie. And it's been vibrating inside of me the whole entire week. It's been vibrating inside of me, telling me you can achieve things that you put your mind to, Marcel. And so I would like you to start to see that for yourself. I'd like you to start to see that you can achieve those things. Yeah, you can achieve what you believe in. You can achieve what you dream. And when you start to do that, you start to manifest, the things start to become vibrations around you. They start to become a part of this great journey that is called self-reliance, this great journey that is called self-esteem, this great journey which is where we are today. And it truly requires one to open themselves up to understand what they're made of. You know, And we are made of greatness, my friends. We are made of a masterpiece under this great Creator. We are made in a way in which we are a blessing on the face of this planet. You have to see it for yourself. You have to believe in you. You have to believe that the things that are brought in your direction, they're there to uplift you. They're there to allow you to be a part of the process. They're there to allow you to find a way to overcome. They're there for you to find the way to look within for the answers. See, a lot of the times, what opens us up the most is when we look within who we are, when we start to seek the answers within ourselves, and when the vibration opens up. My friends, it's not when it's easy that you achieve greatness. It's when you're going through challenges and you don't see a way up. It's when your face is down. It's when the things that you can't see start to come up against you. The ability to see the possibility within your mind. The ability to close those doors and to look within for the answers. To not allow the challenges around you to be greater than you are within. See, when your mind becomes greater than the challenges, the things that you are within yourself start to open up. The things within your being start to become a part of who you are. When they say it's impossible, and we start to make the possible possible, when people start to see you for you, when you start to light up within this universe in such a way that no matter the challenges we face off against, we can overcome them. It's step by step, page by page, chapter by chapter. That's how you work with energy. You look within yourself for the answers. You look within yourself for the connection. You look within yourself for the ability. See, this great universe, it yields. It yields to the one that doesn't allow the impossible to be more than just a word. I heard a story once about a lady who fell out of an aircraft and survived. They said it was impossible to drop from her height. They said it was impossible to survive. But when we start to see the impossible become possible, do we believe with our minds? Do we start to gain the knowledge that this was possible? And that's what we're talking about today. We're talking about looking within for that knowledge, allowing the things around us to exist from within our minds. See, that's the key to understanding. It's the key to understanding that your lessons, your journey, your path, your purpose, it all starts from learning. It starts from the ability to enjoy the process of being you, to enjoy the process of your growth, of your ability to be yourself. And even if there's no one watching, I understand that there are people out there that will be watching. I know that they will be hearing these messages and they will be inspired. I spent 3.5 years doing telesales, 2.5 years doing car sales for Fiat Chrysler, 3 months at Toyota, almost a year selling Hyundais, 8 years of meditation, 5 years of Uber driving. And what I've come to an understanding is when we look within for the answers, we end up becoming the vibration. And so when we have the ability to inspire other people to look within, we have the ability to inspire other people to become uplifted. We have the ability to not allow the vibration to go on around us. You know, and as I'm at work, I hear those, oh, well, I heard about this or that. Well, that's what you heard. That's what I'm not going to allow to be my reality. Your reality is what you make from your mind. Okay? What you make from your mind becomes your reflection. What you put your mind to, you can manifest. When your mind is strong, when your mind is in a way in which your mentality opens up, then those things called universal yields start coming your way. the ability to utilize what you have within, to master your mind. See, I just got asked a question. Do you do Kung Fu or something like that? I answered, I do meditation. Our entire day, our entire walk is up to us. Our entire ability, our ability to enable the mind, the ability to enable our being, to enable our vibration, it comes from with what we learn, the ability to understand that your path, your purpose, your journey matters. And so as I sit here today, as I open up the mind, as I open up that place, I invite you to start asking those questions to yourself. Is what I'm doing today, is it motivation? Is it meditation? Is it inspiration? Because if it's not one of the three, what is it? Right? So those are the things that drive me. Those are the things that bring me closer to my mind, to the ability to open up, the ability to use what comes from within. When we use this and it reflects outwards, when we use this and we understand, when we use this and we become the vibration, we become the connection, we become the growth inside of ourselves, we start to understand who we are. When people start to see you for you, when they start to see the person that you are inside, they start to see the person that you are within your being, when your vibration starts to reflect outwards, when you start to understand the being within you that we call human, okay? When we start to see that we are made in that of the Creator, when we're made in the image of what our vibration is meant to be, the light within ourselves starts to open up. The people around us start to come towards you. You start to see that your journey is worth it, that your path is worth it, that your purpose is worth it. Putting in the time, the effort, the ability to spend time on yourself is absolutely important. Speaking your mind is important. Utilizing your heart, your voice, your depth perception, and your nervous system, your thought process, the ability to stand your ground, and the ability to be within. See, what I'm talking about right now is being a human being, being the person that we are inside, using the skills that we have on a daily basis to utilize the gifts that we have within who we are. And they ask, Marcel, why do you enjoy motivational speaking? Why do you enjoy working with the public? Why do you enjoy the process of being who you are? It's because I understand that there is universal yield out there. I understand that there's teams that are waiting to hear this message. Teams that might be employing me to come to speak for them. Groups that might manifest from hearing this message. That when you're buried within your work, you've just started. When you're buried within your mind, allow the blocks to be removed. Allow yourself to look within, that your vibration might radiate outwards, that you might manifest from within yourself, that you might start making the impossible word just a word. And so when we're looking within who we are for the knowledge that already exists within, then we start talking about your craft, your skills, your abilities to utilize your meditation. So I ask you that question, what is it that you do for your professions? What is it that you put your mind, your skills, your homes to a place of meditation? And so I want to inspire you through discipline, through the ability to utilize what you are already made of, what you already have the gifts within to do, what you already have the mastery to reflect outwards, to start to become a little more focused, to become a little closer to ourselves, to become a little bit closer to centering within your being, within your essence. And the more disciplined we get, the more we peel away at the layers. We peel away at the emotions. We peel away at the things that give us the ability to become great students within our journey. See, the ones that learn, the ones that put in the time, that put in the effort, that turn on the mind at the times in need, those are the ones that manifest. Those are the ones who open up their ability. Those are the ones that we call out there inspiration. And so when we are asking the question, is what I'm doing today, is it motivation? I'm ultimately asking you, are you focused? Are you truly focused? Are you looking at the root source within for the reason why you do everything? Are you looking at the root source within for the reason and how you do things, and the process in which you utilize those things? And so how focused are you? How focused are you to look within your being? Is your day walking in a place of motivation where just being who you are lights up this world? When you're that focused, fear moves out of the way. When you're that focused, your ability to be yourself opens up. When you're that focused, you start to become the reflection of motivation. See, this is what it means to look within. This is what it means to overcome, to manifest a place of reflection of motivation. Are we doing this on our daily, or are we allowing our environments to be greater than our minds, our bodies, and our abilities within to utilize our vibration? Focusing from within, that it reflects outwards. I lost a friend who decided they didn't want to be a friend with me anymore when they were one of the biggest reflections of motivation to me. I had to go inwards to start asking myself these questions. I started to have to ask, what does it mean to be you, Marcel? I faced off against 3 days where we didn't even have a single sale. I looked within and said, I'm going to bury myself until I went from 10 till 6. 5:55, I tried at 4 o'clock to reach out. Hey, let me go ahead and understand why you're not getting this vehicle. 5:55, they walked into the dealership. 6:20, they signed for the vehicle. From 10 until 5:55, I was buried in the phone, trying to set up appointments, but not letting the mind stop, because I remember what Andrew Carnegie said. What the mind can see, the body can achieve. You can manifest within your being, my friends. You can manifest within your process. You can manifest within who you are. It's up to you, your internal dialogue. It's up to you what you believe in yourself, what you believe in your ability, and what you're made of. And so when we see within ourselves that it becomes possible, when we see within ourselves that we can achieve, that we can overcome, that we can manifest, we can become great lights. We can uplift other people. Our disciplines can reflect outwards as a place of inspiration. Might your light shine in that way? Might the day become lighter because you came along, because you walked on the face of the planet? So I want to uplift. I want to start to bring a channel of motivation, of meditation, of inspiration, that the Most High's blessing might be on this channel, that we all might connect in a way to uplift each other, that we might find ways to overcome the challenges with our minds, with the greatness that we have within who we are. And so, what does it mean to me? You ask me what it means to be great. It means that you don't allow the things that are going on around you to be greater than you are inside. It means that the person that you are inside shuts off the news and looks within you at how you can affect your relationship with this universe, how you can affect your ability within to overcome your challenges. I want to see amazing things happen out there. I know amazing things can happen in this universe and do happen in this universe. But when we allow the mind to be greater than those challenges, we absolutely start to uplift each other. We absolutely start to become that light within this universe. And so here I am tonight, putting a little bit in. Might I uplift you, that you would share this message, that you would subscribe to my channels, that you would start to become inspired, that I might be able to become that inspiration that might just light your day, that just might light that place of discipline within yourself, that place of growth within who you are, that you might see what you're made of, that you might allow your internal vibration, your internal best friend, to be greater than the challenges that you have going on around you. And that's what I mean by bearing ourselves within our being. Looking within for the answers, the solutions, utilizing the universe in such a way that we become the blessings, that we become a part of this great universe together, that we uplift each other, that we have the ability to believe in ourselves, that we have the ability to believe in our beings and in our purposes. See, that's what motivation, meditation, and inspiration means. When I was sleeping in my van, I was asking myself every single day, what does it mean? What do you stand for, Marcel? And I asked myself, I said, every day I'm going to ask this question. Is what I'm doing today, is it motivation? Is it meditation? Is it inspiration? And every day I'm going to work to make sure that the only things that are part of my life are motivation, meditation, and inspiration. If you're not one of the three, I don't want you to be around me. Because the direction in which I'm headed isn't a place where we believe in ourselves, where we believe in our abilities, where we believe in our purpose, and where we believe in our journey. See, I've been through homelessness more than once. I came out on the other side. I'm sitting in an apartment that the only reason I can see this is from not allowing the things that people call impossible to be possible. Okay? When we look at our present moment, we look at our present being, I want to speak a little bit about the present moment. I'm going to speak about this thing that we call the present time. We accept all the things that we go through, the challenges that we face off against. We put ourselves in those places. At some point, we have to look within for the answers. We have to look within for the solutions. And that is when you start to build your internal strength. That is where you start to build your internal journey. That is the purpose of sitting and doing meditation. It is the purpose in self-study. It is the purpose in this journey is to enjoy the process of the very essence of our being, to become present within ourselves on this journey that we call life. And so I just want you all to be inspired out there. Follow me. Motivation, meditation, inspiration. I put in almost about an hour on my YouTube channel here. If you're looking to get an inspiration, if your team is looking for a way to overcome, if you're looking for a way to look at what you do, spend your time writing things down, spend your time studying, spend your time believing in yourself, and watch your vibration and your internal dialogue. You ultimately become a reflection of what you believe about yourself. And I do hope that you all have a blessed day. As always, namaste.